All right, because I was really careful about how much water I added and I let this sit overnight, basically all those chunks are now dissolved. And it's not like super wet. It's almost like a peanut butter consistency. If you add too much water, just let it settle and pour the water off the top. You might have to let it settle for quite a while. So at this point, I've got a little chunk of like a clean piece of fabric, like one that doesn't have a lot of like fuzzies on it. This is a sheet, a little piece of a sheet, an old sheet, an old pillowcase, a little piece of an old pillowcase. Any sort of fabric that's not like got a lot of texture to it, kind of a smooth fabric. It can't be like a plastic though. It has to be kind of have some absorbative qualities, all right? Like it's gonna absorb some of this moisture is what I'm getting at. All right, so now this container, I can continue to use it for recycling small amounts, or maybe I have a bigger container, but I don't need to wash that out. I can just let that dry, and then all that clay will flake off the inside. And next time I add more bone dry clay to it to make more good clay, it'll just wet down and become part of the good clay. All right, so I'm gonna take this, and I'm basically just kind of push it together so it's kind of one ball here. Whoop. And I'm gonna try to just get it in the center of half, right? If this is half, I'm putting this in the center of half. And then I'm just gonna kind of push that down like that. And what I'm basically showing you is that something that's gonna absorb moisture is not gonna stick to clay. Now, this clay is still really wet on the inside, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this over it, and I'm just gonna let it sit, and I can check it every now and then. I wouldn't wanna put it in the direct sun. I could put it in the kind of half shaded sun or something. But in not much time, depending on how hot it is, depending on what the humidity is, this will be kind of ready to wedge up. Now, if I forget about this and leave this and it's not covered in plastic, it's gonna get too dry and I'll have to start the process all over again. All right.